All right, chapter 55, Four Nights of Apocalypse, Nights of Prophecy meet. And this chapter was essentially what a lot of people had been waiting on for a really, really long time, where we get the Nights of Apocalypse meeting and confirmed. I know for a long time there were a lot of people. I'm going out of order again, but I know like for a while now there have been people who have kind of been on the fence about whether Lance and Tristan were actually going to be Knights of the Apocalypse, whereas I feel like the vast majority of us did believe those two to be Knights of the Apocalypse, just seeing, how important they are and how strong they are and just, what they would mean to the story. And then, in this chapter, confirmed they are Knights of Apocalypse. So, that is finally put to bed. That's one less thing we have to talk about every week or on every forum or under every thread on if they are or are not actually going to be Knights. We know they are now. So, that's done. But yes, this chapter does pick off right where the last one left off with, Percival, being back to normal after that crazy outburst he had last week where he was going absolutely wild. We definitely need to see more of that Percival. But, Annie and everybody else is passing out. They're messed up. Percival goes to heal them. And this is probably like the most interesting thing to me in this chapter, or one of the most interesting things to me in this chapter, is that Percival goes to heal them and he can't generate any magical power to heal him. So, or to heal all of them. So, and then he also says that, his power is driven on hope. So, with his friends about to be unconscious or passing out, he can't generate any magic power to actually heal them. So it's kind of wild because it's like, while Percival does have hero type magic, it does seem like hope literally does fuel it. So while this whole power of friendship thing does tend to power him, it also seems like this can like significantly limit him as well. The only thing that I guess is a little weird here is back in the entangled forest, when they were flying through the forest, Percival was using a ton of magic power and he ran out temporarily before it was recharged. So I wonder, like, is it to where their emotions fuel his power and then he has this finite amount that he can use, and then once he uses all of that amount that he has to like recharge or something along those lines? Because it's not like they were passing out in the forest or anything. It's like they were perfectly fine. Percival was just flying them. So it's like, I wonder, is the thing where Percival himself has his own amount of magic and he has to at least have some of that to access theirs. It's really weird. I feel like Nakaba probably is keeping it like really on the wraps until later. And we're probably going to get like way more on this like in the future. But Tristan, as I was saying last chapter, I feel like Tristan is going to be the one to heal his group. Basically said what was going to happen. Tristan does come through and heal Percival's friends because Tristan is a nice guy. I mean, if he's anything like his mother, like Elizabeth would heal anybody, even bad guys. So it's like, of course, Tristan is going to heal Percival's friends, and then they are all perfectly fine. We also get the group asking about, Tristan's eyes, and then we get this little information bit that he is part of the Goddess clan, which we all knew. I guess if anybody was reading this story that did not read Seven Deadly Sins, then this would probably be a good info dump for you, seeing that he is part of the Goddess clan. And as we know, the Goddess clan can heal just about almost anything. In terms of physical injuries, they're pretty broken. Like they can heal a lot of stuff. And then we get Tristan here telling this joke. I don't know if there's anything more to it, but he's like, oh yeah, I can, heal anything except I can't fix your clothes. And it looks like he looks at like Ysolda and then she laughs. So I wonder, like, is this a callback to maybe like their meeting? Like, I wonder if Ysolda and Tristan had some type of funny meeting or funny instance or something along those lines. Like almost similar to Diane and Meliodas, how they had a history, before the actual story started. Like they had a whole thing. So like I wonder, like, is that similar to this, which is why she was laughing so hard at it. But yeah, aside from that, we also do get Chion, and Tristan cannot heal his arm, which was another thing. I'm gonna pat myself on the back there. Another thing that I said was gonna happen next in this chapter last week. I feel like Percival will should be able to heal that guy's arm. 'Cause I feel like Tristan might try to heal his arm, but he might not be able to. I feel like this might be out of the realm of what the goddess healing can actually do. Tristan was going to try to heal Chion's arm, but he wasn't going to be able to because, as I thought, this is something that is just well outside of the realm of the goddess clan. And then we also get to see this too, that he cannot heal curses or illnesses, which makes a lot of sense. It honestly does, like, because you can't just heal everything, and this is something that I don't believe we knew. Well, I mean, I guess we could kind of assume it from Seven Deadly Sins if you were a fan of it, because we never seen either of those two things be healed. So it makes sense that he wouldn't be able to actually do these. And then, as I said, also Percival was the one to actually restore Chion's arm back to normal, just returning the life force, because as Tristan said, it looks like how it would look if a vampire had sucked the life force out of it. So Percival, that is what he did. It wasn't a chaos power, or maybe it could be, we still don't know, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's not. But it looks like he just sucked the life force out of his arm, which is kind of wild. Kind of a broken power to have, being able to suck the life force out of things in general. But the really interesting thing here is like Chion's character in general, because like beforehand he was mad. Like like it seemed like he was gonna like go full villain route. Like this was his villain origin story right here. And then after he gets it fixed and Tristan tells him to apologize, he's just like the nicest guy ever. So it's like Chion's a weird character. Like, there's definitely something sus there. Like, there's no way he's just a regular human, and this is gonna be the extent to him. Like, he has to be like part demon, or like maybe he's a doll. Like, go through. There has to be something else to him, because he's just too odd of a character. Like, there's just flags all around him. There's literally, it's just flagrant flags all around this man. And then like other weird things about him is that Tristan says that his like prophet song should have informed him of everything that was about to happen, or not everything, but basically told him, who Percival is, what he looks like. We did get this info that Gother did tell Meliodas, basically brought him up to speed on what was happening. So like Chion should have known, and even Jade said it's rare of him to get this kind of stuff mixed up. So it almost feel like he was even acting out of character to the people in the story that know him. So there's definitely, because in Chion's defense, he does say that he was only worked up because he saw Ysolda being all worked up. But it's like, if you're acting weird to the people that know you, there's definitely something more there. Like, there's something more to this guy's character. So I really can't wait till we like get more into this. Plus, I want to see more of that Sylph spirit thing, 'cause that thing was kind of dope. I don't think we really ever seen anything like that, even in Seven Deadly Sins. Like more of like a spirit tamer type fighting style. Like, I don't think we've seen too many of those. Like, I can't really remember all like that. We also get the whole moment cleared up between, Ysolda and Tristan and Percival and what exactly happened. Granted, a lot of people don't know or granted, the people there don't really know what happened outside of, Ysolda. I don't believe she told Tristan. Like, it didn't seem like she like told him, because she was too embarrassed. And Annie knows, in which she punched Percival for it, even though it's its fault, but not really. Then not really. So we finally get the formal meeting of Tristan and Percival. Tristan revealing that he is the Prince of Leonis, as well as one of the Knights of Apocalypse, as I was talking about earlier in the review, to which the main group, Percival and his friends, are mad shocked about all of that. And he also notes that he does have the last knight there, and that they're all four will be there. Then we also get the confirmation that Lance is another one of the Knights of Apocalypse, which a lot of us already knew. Nothing too surprising there, but the group was mad shocked because Lance did not tell them. And then we get Lance showing up, and this part kind of made me like, I wasn't mad at it, but I felt some type of way when Lance and Tristan are finally on screen or on panel together. I was really expecting them to have a moment similar to Meliodas and Bond when they first got to see each other in the original Seven Deadly Sins, how they were really pumped up. But it was like super casual. Like Tristan was happy, but Lance was like whatever about it. And it's like Lance is just like too edgy for his own good. Like he was like, yeah, hey, what's up? Like he didn't really, I don't know. I was like, because when you remember they were like going crazy, arm wrestling and high fiving and freaking playing That's My Horse. Like they were like going crazy. But then with Lance showing up, he does have a bit of bad news. He does say that the Knight of Apocalypse that Tristan brought back has already fled the scene. So just when we were going to have all four knights and get to see who the fourth person was, they leave. So it looks like we are going to get a whole nother, I guess, mini adventure of them trying to track down this fourth person, which would make a lot of sense. And I also feel like Meliodas is probably not going to explain everything to them until they grab this fourth person. So it looks like we're not even going to get to hear the whole grand plan for a little bit longer, which I'm not necessarily mad at, because I thought the story was going kind of fast, as they all four were going to be all here already. So I am actually, like, in my own weird twist away, kind of happy that they already left. As for the group that's going to go after them, I kind of feel like it would be weird if everybody went. Like, if we get like Tristan and his Tristan and like his whole three people, that's four. Then you got Percival and his group, that's another four. That's 8. And then Lancelot, that's like 9 characters all at once. That's a lot. Like, that's a lot of characters. So hopefully we get a much smaller group, because the only thing with like bigger groups of characters like that is it's hard to balance all of that in one chapter all at once. So like I really hope we don't go forward like that, because that's just too much. Like, granted, it would be cool if he's able to do it. Like, if Nakab is able to balance all 9 of these characters, then go for it. But I feel like it'd be too much. Hopefully we get like, me personally, I really just want it to be like Tristan, Lance, and Percival go and get him, but we're probably not gonna do that. So like, Percival's group is probably gonna be there, or maybe some of them might stay behind. Like I don't know. Nakaba could really mix and match. 'Cause I know that was a big thing in Seven Deadly Sins. A lot of the groups were always mixed and matched on like who was with who a lot of times. So like that was one of the strengths. So we're probably going to get to see that too in the very near future. But honestly, this chapter wasn't anything super crazy. Like it had some potential for some crazy moments, but like it didn't like the whole Tristan and Lance meeting. Like I had a lot of stock in that. I really did. I'm not gonna lie to you. So chapter was probably like a 7. I mean, granted, I guess if you were one of the people who didn't believe that Tristan and Lance were Knights of Apocalypse, then I guess this chapter would have been like way more crazy shocking to you. But like I said earlier, I feel like for the vast majority of us, we kind of already knew. Like it wasn't like anything crazy. Most of us are waiting on this fourth guy because we don't, or woman, we don't, because we don't know who it is. So I feel like that's what the vast majority of us are waiting for. But yes, let me know down below what you guys think about the chapter. Let me know who you guys think the fourth knight is. I know I see a lot of people. Most people say it is Gawain. Most people do, which I'm not necessarily opposed to that, considering that's a character that Nakaba did for his first series. But me personally, I think it's either going to be Peleus or Boris. I'm probably going to make a video about it, honestly, this week to talk about it, because I feel like that's, that's probably like the biggest thing to talk about is who the fourth knight is and what they're going to be about. So we're just going to have to wait for that. But yeah, like I was saying, let me know who you guys think it is down below, how you guys felt about the chapter. Make sure you guys like the video as well as subscribe to the channel for more content and for that video that I was literally just talking about doing this week so you guys can see it. Outside of that, you guys all enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you all in my next video.